I wake up disoriented, surrounded by a destroyed city. All around me, collapsed buildings and abandoned vehicles form a desolate landscape. The air is thick with dust, and the silence is almost deafening. I am covered in dirt, my clothes tattered. I rise slowly, feeling every movement heavy and cautious. My face, framed by an unkempt beard and disheveled hair, reflects a mixture of desperation and determination. I survey the landscape around me. Shades of gray and brown dominate the scene, with flashes of green where nature begins to reclaim what was once a thriving city. As I stand up, the crunch of rubble beneath my feet echoes through the air, reminding me of the fragility of this world. I take a moment to get my bearings, trying to remember how I got here and what I must do now. Confusion gives way to determination. I know I can't stay here. I must move, search for food, water, and hopefully some sign of life. With a last glance around me, I start walking, my lone silhouette standing out against the backdrop of a broken horizon. I walk cautiously through the deserted streets, each step an echo in the vastness of silence. The shadows of collapsed buildings stretch long on the pavement, creating a maze of darkness and light. My expression shows caution and weariness, but my eyes, ever vigilant, scan every corner for resources. Turning a corner, I find a supermarket, its doors open like a toothless mouth inviting danger. I enter and am greeted by a musty smell and the faint buzz of flickering lights. The shelves, nearly empty, tell stories of looting past, leaving only crumbs of what was once abundance. I walk among the aisles, examining the remnants of products in search of something useful. Yet the oppressive atmosphere of the place, with its dim lights and dancing shadows, amplifies the sense of desolation. I pick up some cans of food and a bottle of water, my hands shaking slightly, not from the weight, but from the constant pressure of uncertainty. My mind, though focused on survival, can't help but wonder if I'll find anyone else, or if this dead world is all that's left. With my loot in hand, I leave the supermarket, my figure seeming even smaller and lonelier in the vast landscape of ruins. Outside, the sun barely illuminates, filtered by gray clouds that promise a long, cold night. I keep walking, without a clear destination, only hoping to find something else, someone else, before the last vestige of humanity in me is extinguished. During my exploration, I come across a house that seems relatively untouched. The door, half open, creaks as I push it open, revealing an interior covered in dust and oblivion. As I wander through the rooms, I find an old photo album in a living room. As I open it, it's as if a flood of memories floods me. Each image is a window into a happy past. A picnic in the park, a birthday celebration, everyday moments that now seem like relics from another world. The photos, in black and white, contrast sharply with the faded reality around me, intensifying my sense of loneliness and loss. I sit on the floor, holding the album carefully, as if it were a fragile treasure. Tears blur my vision as I turn the pages, my mind filled with unanswered questions. Where are these people now? Did they survive the apocalypse that transformed our world? Each image is a stab of nostalgia, but also a spark of hope. Life as I knew it once existed and, perhaps, can be reborn. I close the album and tuck it into my backpack, as a reminder of what once was and what might yet be. I rise with renewed determination, knowing that those memories are now a compass for my journey in this new world. I leave the house, my mind still churning with visions of the past, but my step is steadier. With each step, I move further away from the memory of the world that was, into the uncertain future that awaits me.